Did you know that 4 out of the 13 countries that were admitted as partners in the recently concluded BRICS Summit in Kazan are ASEAN members? What is BRICS agenda? How is all this going to shape global geopolitics? I shall touch on 4 points. On 22nd of October this year, the BRICS members assembled in Kazan, Russia to attend the 16th BRICS Summit. Now, this summit was very highly anticipated. Throughout this whole year, BRICS had been in the news. The world was all anxiously looking towards this summit to see what might come out of it. And about 30 odd countries had expressed desire to join this grouping. But the Russian leadership had announced earlier this year that BRICS had decided to put expansion on a moratorium. BRICS wanted time to consolidate, get its structure and working methods in order before bringing in new members. But it was also announced that a certain number of countries could be admitted as partner countries. And true enough, BRICS decided to admit 13 members. Why was this particular summit an important one? Well, there are a combination of strategic, political, and economic reasons. For President Putin, for example, the Kazan BRICS Summit would be a demonstration to the world that Russia is not isolated as a result of the Western sanctions. But for many other countries, there were pure economic reasons. And for some countries, it is about having a greater voice in international affairs. So it is not all about anti-Western ideology as it has sometimes been made out to be. So why did BRICS admit these 4 ASEAN members? Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. It is because each of them bring a unique contribution and strategic alignment with the agenda of BRICS. Now let us examine the attributes of each of these members one by one. Let us start with Malaysia. Malaysia is a relatively small Asian country, but an important trading country insofar as Southeast Asia is concerned. It is a trading nation. It lies astride, or it sits astride these Straits of Malacca, controlling an important maritime pathway for international commerce. Don't forget that the island of Penang is a very important production center for these new chips, as more and more companies are trying to diversify their production away from China and Taiwan. Plus, Malaysia is also active diplomatically. It is active, it does not shy away from speaking on issues of global interests. So, Malaysia packs quite a bit of punch. Indonesia is the largest Muslim country in the world. It is also a country that sits astride the Straits of Malacca, so it is also important in that respect. Indonesia is the largest economy in Southeast Asia. And don't forget, it is also an important player in terms of speaking out on international affairs. Thailand is an important economy in Southeast Asia as well. It has got a strong agricultural and tourism base. What about Vietnam? Well, Vietnam is strategically located in the South China Sea, just like Malaysia is. Plus, it is a rapidly growing economy. It is an important voice when we think about Southeast Asia. So collectively, all these 4 countries offer a fair representation of all of ASEAN is about. ASEAN's economy is about $3.6 trillion worth, making it about the 5th largest economy. Now, the economies of these 4 countries alone make up for a huge portion of that 3.6 trillion. In terms of population, these 4 countries make up close to 490 million or so people out of the 600 odd million who make up the whole of Southeast Asia. That's about 80% of the population. So this is why I say these 4 countries provide an fair approximation of what Southeast Asia ASEAN region is all about. But why was Singapore left out? We have to note that Singapore did not want to join BRICS in any case. There are many reasons for this, but the most important or a significant one is that Singapore was part of the Western-led group of countries that had applied sanctions against Russia. And one of the conditions for membership or partnership with BRICS is that it must not have participated in non-UN-led sanctions against another member. So that also ruled out Singapore's participation in BRICS. So that is the reason why Singapore, although it is a significant economic player in Southeast Asia, was not part of this initial grouping of countries that were brought in to be partners of BRICS. So what happens as we move forward? Well, the admission as full members would take some time. The countries would have to be scrutinized by BRICS. They will have to be admitted on a consensus basis. This may take some time. But whatever it is, ASEAN has a unique opportunity to take advantage of these 4 countries who are now admitted as partners. In practical terms, Malaysia as the ASEAN Chair could perhaps advocate the formation of a grouping of experts to come together in something called the ASEAN-BRICS Forum, where they can engage in intellectual discussion, of course, to identify practical ways within which ASEAN and BRICS can enhance their mutual interests. In that way, ASEAN can contribute constructively to global governance without having to take sides with any one particular country or any particular grouping. So it would be a win-win outcome as I can see. It would naturally, I think, strengthen ASEAN's cohesion. It would elevate ASEAN's stature as a grouping that can play a significant role in regional and global governance, and at the same time amplify ASEAN's voice in international affairs. I think that we could potentially be looking at a transformative moment in global geopolitics. I would like to hear from you. Please share your comments. And if you liked this video, please hit the like and share and subscribe buttons too.